Maddie's gonna have a baby, she's only 16. She's a drug fiend, smoking up every week. She ain't got a job and her dad's a deadbeat. So for extra money she works the corner selling her pussy. She can't keep a job because she just keeps getting fired. She don't care no more, she letting dudes come inside her. Baby daddy's locked up, he got caught stealing. Owes money on her mortgage and to her drug dealer. If you feel sorry for her, rethink this second, because Maddie is a real life version of 16 and pregnant. Her mom left her, just like her dad did. A night after shooting up, someone went and robbed the bitch, ran up on her, took her purse and her wallet, then dropped her pants down, raped her without a condom. She gives dome to her dealer just to pay him back. Then she goes back in debt, buying another 20 sack. Her dealer beats her, but not as much as her dad did. She's used to it, kind of addicted to the punishment. Now she's 3 weeks away, she hasn't given up her ways. You could see it in her face, she's deciding the baby's fate. Now it's gonna come out addicted to drugs. They'll have to wean it off crack, like mother like son. She was passed out on the table from getting high. Her water broke and the dealer let out a sigh. He threw her in his Civic, drove off to the hospital, tossed her out, brought her to the doors and then split out. See that he had chops, had to get his paper, but he stayed long enough to see the doctors take her and made sure she got the right medical attention. And before he left, he told them about her addiction. She had the baby knocked out with the C-section. She died giving birth to her wonderful blessing. The baby survived 6 pounds 3 ounces. There were no guardians, so he was put up for adoption. There wasn't much takers for a crack addicted baby, until one man in a trench coat came and made a payment. He said he knew the mother and he was a drug dealer. He picked up the kid and said, I see myself within him. He said his father wasn't there, that's something he despised. When he looked at the kid, he seen his mother's eyes. He got a real job, trying to change his life. He moved out the drug house, but still sold on the side. They kept on phoning, wouldn't leave him alone. Hungry crackheads kept showing up at their home. Now the kid's getting older, he's starting to know it's only paying for his daycare. The father's still broke. Now the kid's 16 and he's on the football team, wide receiver, fastest player in them Nike cleats. He got a scholarship by his local university. The father couldn't believe his triumph through adversity. The kid's name is Randy, blasted all over the sports league. So the father decided that it was time to tell his story. He said how his mother put him up for adoption and how he knew her and she wasn't ready for a kid. He told him about the drugs and her addiction. He said he loved her and she just turned her back and left out the part about how he sold her crack. But on the day he was born, he drove her there, and how she died in the hospital giving birth. This is for all the kids that are having tough times on this earth, when they face hardships and think it can't get worse. This kid grew up as a famous football monger, and remember, what doesn't kill you will make you stronger. Randy had an endorsement deal signed to Gatorade. The father stopped hustling 'cause